We're speaking with the Honorable Kendal Nottage, and we're talking about Majority Rule Day, 1967. Let's go back to January 10th, 1967. You told me you were in Grand Bahama.
Yes.
What was that change like, especially for Grand Bahama? We know how people in the capital felt, but how did people in Grand Bahama, being a bit different than things were in Nassau, how did they feel, and how did you feel in particular?
I felt very good. You know? Yes. I did.
What did it mean to you?
It meant that the majority of the people would be responsible for the country.
Did that, because at that time you were just a practicing attorney, you weren't really in politics per se then?
No, I was a lawyer.
Did the whole majority...
I was acting as an attorney in my office.
Did the whole majority rule movement, though, inspire you to go into politics when you realized that the majority of people now have the say?
It inspired me, yes. You know?
And when you think about the years that have gone by, we're in 2025 now, do you think that majority rule has achieved what it was intended to do, the real purpose of it?
I think so.
How?
I think so.
How do you think so? What do you think has been the best things of it?
Best thing has been the principles of the Progressive Liberal Party. When you look at the members of Parliament today, you see that. That's what I think.
I agree with you. Give me
Because before 67, when you look at the members of Parliament, you see a different look. Yes.
So we had people who were not like us ruling us.
Right, exactly. Different heritage.
Now you managed to become an attorney before that.
Yes,
but
I did.
What was like life prior to 1967 and you growing up as a young boy in Nassau? What did you feel some of the pressures from the barriers? Did you see some of those glass ceilings? Did you see some of them? You felt some of those?
I did. I did as a young boy when I was trying to become a lawyer, you know?
So what gave you the push to actually break through some of them?
Well, from a young child, I always wanted to be a lawyer, you know? Growing up in my family, my father decided that he wanted me to be a lawyer, and he wanted my brother, Dr. Bernard Nottage, to be a doctor, you know?
You were very...
and I was sold on that.
You were very obedient children.
I was impressed on that, yes.
Good. So give me a little feel again in Grand Bahama. How did, particularly a lot of the white investors who were in Grand Bahama, did they change their attitudes or did they leave? Many of them, I guess, may have left because they were uncertain about what was going to happen. Was that the case? Did you find that?
I know the white people, foreigners, investors there.
Did a lot of them decide that they couldn't stay in the Bahamas like Sasafa did after?
No.
Well, he was a Bahamian.
I think that in Grand Bahama, I think they stayed there, you know. He had Wallace Groves then, you know.
That's true too. He had too much money in there.
Him and his friends were still there. Yeah.
What would you tell young people today? Because I don't think young people, well, you were 27 and when it happened, I don't think many 27-year-olds today would appreciate what majority rule means. What would you tell them?
I think they ought to think about how to build the country, make a contribution to the development of the nation. You see? That's what I would tell them.
Now, I know you avidly watch and read the news. And this is just my opinion, but I don't know if you agree with it, but do you think that there are too many people complaining about opportunities or how they can get them instead of trying to make them. Do you see that?
No, I don't think they're complaining. I think people are ambitious, you know. A lot of people want to make a contribution for the development of the country. Even today, you know, everybody has a contribution they can make for the development of the nation as the people.
Let you talk a little bit on your own with what comes to mind about what you feel about majority rule, but also the state of the country, the state of the Bahamas right now. What are we doing? We're doing well, but what else needs to happen, do you think, as someone who is one of the leaders, and particularly in some key ministries in this country? What else do you think?
I think we're doing very well now, yes. I think the government's policy and their plan for development of the nation is very good. I think sound. That's what I think.
That's interesting. Now, you took sporting, when you were Minister of Sports, you took the whole idea to a whole new level. And you made famous the phrase numero uno.
Yes.
Right? You must be very proud when you see the accomplishments of Bahamians in sports, in so many different kinds of sports all around
Yes.
the world today. How does that make you feel?
I feel great, man. We've done very well in sports. As you can think or remember or see the record, we are doing very well, not just in the Bahamas, but in the whole region. In the Caribbean, you know, they always were Jamaica or Barbados or Trinidad.
No, we really are doing well. You're right. Now, is there a favorite sport you have? Was there a sport that you used to play when you were younger that you...
When I was at school, I did track and field.
Okay, just like your brother. Well, no, he just like you, because you were...
I wasn't too great in that.
You wasn't too great.
No. Yeah.
I want you to give a message to Bahamians of all ages now, right? It's 58 years of majority rule that are coming,
Yes.
right? And this is a time, 60 is a landmark here, but it's also a good time on anniversaries to look back and say, what could we do better? What could we do? I want you to give a message to Bahamians first, and then we'll go on from there.
Well, I think as Bahamians, we ought to be confident that we are capable of doing everything. You see, we could run the country, and in sports, we can be the best, as we've already proven, you know. Yes.
That's great. Now, I was speaking with a historian who said that majority rule was supposed to be the first plank in the way forward. If you agree with that, what do you think is the next plank in the way forward for the Bahamas?
Well, I think that the economic development of the country is important, and we are moving toward that. That's what I think. And the fact that leadership is important, and we are planning that as well. I see young people becoming leaders even in the classroom, at school, you know. We see all of that.
I'm going to put it into a different thing now, because a lot of people decry the quality of, and I don't mean the government per se, but the quality of politicians these days. That some of them may not be up to the mark as they were when people in your time, you know, what advice would you give to politicians, particularly young politicians today?
Well, you have to be committed to the development of your country. Secondly, you must be able to contribute to the development of the family in your area, even your constituency. You see, you must develop that and have a relationship with the people. All right, with each other. It's the principle of love and peace. I always like to say peace and love. I'm very proud, as my children used to say at school, I'm proud to be Bahamian. That means something. Who is the Bahamian? You see? And the way the country is developing will show you what a Bahamian is like. What to be everybody want to come to the Bahamas. Even when I watch television shows, they say, where you want to go on vacation? Bahamas.